A very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Vishnu Institute of Technology, it's my privilege to welcome each one of you to the 6th EAI International Conference on Cognitive Computing and Cyber Physical Systems, IC4S 2025. We are deeply honored to host distinguished researchers, academicians, industry experts, and students from across the globe who have gathered here and in online to share innovative ideas, exchange knowledge, and discuss emerging trends in cognitive computing and cyber physical systems. Your presence makes this event truly global and meaningful. Now we meet to an important part of our inaugural session, inviting our esteemed chief guests onto the dais. I request everyone to join hands in welcoming them individually with great respect. To begin with, I warmly invite Dr. Prakash Parikh sir, Associate Professor in the Department of ECE and Publication Chair of IC4S 2025 to kindly come forward and take his seat on the dais. I request Lalita ma'am to honor sir with a sapling. Thank you, sir. Next, I take immense pleasure in inviting Dr. S.M.A.K. Azad sir, Head of the Department of ECE, to please come on to the dais. I request Sri Lakshmi ma'am to greet sir with a sapling. With great respect, I invite Dr. N. Padmavati ma'am, Dean R&D, to kindly join on the dais. I request Praveena ma'am to present a sapling to ma'am. Next, it's my honor and privilege to invite our beloved principal, Dr. M. Venu sir, to kindly join and grace the dais. I request Sri Lakshmi ma'am to honor sir with a sapling. Finally, with immense pride, I invite our today's esteemed chief guest of IC4S 2025, Dr. Nishu Gupta sir, Senior Scientist at VTT Technical Research Center of Finland, to kindly come on to the dais. I request Dr. Uma Susila ma'am to present a sapling to our chief guest. Thank you, dignitaries, for gracing the stage with your esteemed presence. Your participation adds immense value to IC4S 2025, and we are truly honored to have you with us today. To begin this auspicious event on a positive note, we shall now proceed with lighting of the lamp ceremony. I humbly invite our chief guest and respected dignitaries to kindly grace the stage lamp lightening. The lamp symbolizes enlightenment, knowledge, and removal of ignorance. Let this moment mark the beginning of the inspiring and fruitful conference. Let us begin the proceeding of invoking blessing for wisdom, harmony, and success. May I request Ms. Priyanka to kindly come forward and render the prayer song.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि. Thank you.
Now, I humbly request Dr. Prakash Parikh sir, Publication Chair of IC4S 2025, to kindly deliver opening address and share his insights about IC4S 2025.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, respected Chief Guest, Dr. Nishu Gupta, respected Principal, Dr. M. Venu, Dean R&D, Dr. Padmavati, ma'am, and HOD of ECE Department, Dr. Azad, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, offline participants and online participants, those who are watching by YouTube, and dear students. So we gather here to inaugurate our sixth edition of this IC4S conference. And it is, I can say with a proud that our institute have doing this for the last 4 years, including this year. And it is, we can say that our college is the only college of ours, so among the society sister college, who is able to do any type of series of conferences consecutive for 4 times. So it is a matter of proud for all of us. And throughout all the effort guided by Dr. Principal, Dr. M. Venu sir, Vice Principal ma'am, and our management from Vishnu Education Society. So all 4 editions we have done, and I hope so that this series will continue and go on. And coming to the theme of the conference, so including all the editions, almost 200 papers are published and indexed in Scopus. And we are one of the favorite conference among the student participants, UG and PG participants, and we provide them platform to present their research work. So why conferences are important? Conferences are like the base of any type of research, big research that you are doing for your career. So conference play an important role. Suppose, for example, if you are interacting any person in the conference, and that collaboration will go on, and it will fruitful your research career. So I'm willing to see that more participants join us in our keynote session and invited speaker session. They interact with the eminent speaker from India and abroad. And I want to thank Dr. Nishu Gupta sir, that from his effort, we are able to have all our paper indexed in Scopus. So that is most fruitful outcome of any conference nowadays. Okay, so let us hope that this edition of the conference bring out new researcher, and next edition will add more researcher in the field. So I looking forward of our second year student and any third year and final year student present that what is the conference, what is the importance of the conference they should take away from this event and try to incorporate in their next years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and inspiring opening address. Your words have truly set the perfect foundation for EAI IC4S 2025, and we are grateful for your valuable guidance. Now, we move on to a special moment, the release of conference souvenir. I request Principal Sir, Chief Guest, and other dignitaries on the stage to kindly proceed with the release. Now, I respectfully invite Dr. N. Padmavati ma'am, Dean R&D, to address the gathering and share her valuable insights.
So, good morning all. Respected Principal Sir, Chief Guest Dr. Nishi Gupta, Organizing Chair Dr. Prakash Parikh, HOD Dr. Azad, and my co-fellow Deans and HODs of the Institute, faculty members, students, very good morning to all. So this event had been conducted for the past 4 times, and we are continuing this series and expecting this will be continued as well. So I can say that today the situation or the status of R&D is such that we have reached 950 publications over the past 10 years. So what I speak is all these are Scopus Index publications. So 950 Scopus Index and another 230 Web of Science Index. So more than 1,200 plus publications we have in the name of VIT. So when I'm talking only about VIT. So that is not enough. As per the citations also, we have 4,500 citations. So that's a long way to go. And these are such platforms where we can exhibit our research talents, our findings. And I can proudly say 50% of the contribution of the publications is from ECE department. So we are not stopping anywhere, and no one is stopped for giving out your findings. So not only in terms of publications, even in patents, we are all doing good. We have got good number of grants. So I can say the maximum grants are again from ECE only. So it deserves a good applause for you people. And to speak of, I request you all to make this platform a good takeaway where you can learn lot many technologies or the changes that is happening in the research, so that you can come out with the best solutions for all the problems which you work on. And nothing more than that. So I wish, I congratulate Department of ECE for taking this series of conference consecutively for 4 times, and this is the 6th time, 6th series we are doing. And I wish the organizing chair all the best for conducting more number of such conferences. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your thoughtful and encouraging words. Your insights truly add immense value to this conference and inspire all of us towards meaningful research and innovation. Now I take honor of inviting Dr. M. Venu sir, Principal of Vishnu Institute of Technology, to kindly address the gathering and share his valuable insights.
Good morning to one and all. Respected today's chief guest, Dr. Nishu Gupta, a very renowned researcher, academician, and mainly a philosopher and guide for many young and energetic students across the globe. And Head of the Department, Dr. Azad, Dean R&D, Dr. N. Padmavati, and mainly for today's program, conducting series of conferences with his own interest and dedicated faculty, Dr. Prakash Parikh, the coordinator of this conference, and other faculty members and the organizing team mainly from different parts of India, and especially the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Vishnu Institute of Technology, and all the participants. Welcome to all the dignitaries, participants, and faculty members, HODs, and my dear student friends. So, warm welcome to today's inaugural session of conference. So, I would like to begin by expressing my sincere thanks to the whole organizing committee for arranging this conference in a different way. So, because every college or every organization will conduct a lot of series of conferences, but this conference is completely different. Why? Because in India, particularly today's rapidly changing technological environment. So, especially if you see the title itself, cognitive computing and cyber physical systems, which is very advanced topic, but if you consider the two different verticals here, combining these two and conducting and inviting the researchers and the eminent faculty members. So, particularly if you see the brochure of the conference, the keynote speakers and the resource persons and the participants, particularly the participants from different parts of India. So, they showed their interest in a eminent way, that too the advanced technological aspects. So, definitely being India, the developing country, India is looking for becoming the number one in the globe. So, with that aim, so the central government and the state government and the eminent people and researchers, so this is the very energetic and efficient platform to showcase their knowledge, to transfer their knowledge and interact with each other globally. And if you see the keynote speakers of this conference, so they are having a lot of exposure and experience in their particular domain. So, sharing their knowledge, that too, it is of course this conference is conducting by the ECE department, but this is interdisciplinary completely. So, as per the societal needs, so whatever the topic we require for the people of society, So in order to meet their requirements, this conference is designed in such a way that this is a series of conference. So as per the technological developments is going to take place. So drastically we are seeing, if you take the industry 4, and now we are in industry 5 and 6, some of the countries are following industry 4, industry 5 and industry 6 also. Even if you take the communication side, so 4G, 5G and 6G. And of course, maybe in inaugural address by our chief guest Nishu Gupta sir will address all these aspects. Most probably he is the expert in 5G and 6G communications. He is guiding a lot of students just now before coming over here. So I had very good interaction with him, and having a lot of knowledge in that particular area, and the keynote speakers and the session chairs having very good knowledge in this particular area. So definitely this conference will lead the researchers as well as the students and faculty members of the various organizations. So definitely can go to the next level, and as a societal needs, as a researcher, being an Indian or being a human being in the globe, so definitely our aim is to solve the problems of the needy people. So definitely these two verticals, whether it is cognitive science or computing cyber systems, so definitely by combining these two, so we'll solve the problems of the society, people in the globe itself. So I wish the conference will become success after having a lot of sessions, so meticulously planned by Dr. Prakash Parikh and his team. So I wish all the participants to have a nice and good days today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, these 3 days. So definitely, so this conference will give you confidence, and then whatever the things you are doing it by sharing the knowledge, so definitely will lead to some success. So I wish you all the best. Thank you one and all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening and motivating address. Your guidance and vision truly inspire us and set remarkable tone for IC4S 2025. Now, I request Dr. N. Padmavati ma'am, Dean R&D, to kindly introduce our chief guest, Dr. Nishu Gupta sir, to the gathering.
Thank you, Srilekha. Dr. Nishu Gupta is a senior scientist at the VTT Technical Research Center of Finland Limited, located in Oulu, Finland. He's a senior member IEEE. He's also serving as an integrated researcher and collaborator in the Information Systems and Processing Group at the Institute of Electronics, Telecommunications and Informatics, IEETA, Portugal. Before this position, he was a postdoctoral fellow in Smart Wireless Systems Research Group at the Department of Electronic Systems, Faculty of Information Technology and Electrical Engineering, Norwegian University of Science and Technology, Norway. He has worked as a research associate in the Smart Living Lab at the University of Fribourg, Switzerland. He is also a visiting researcher at the University of Oviedo, Spain. He serves as a member of the Zero Trust Architecture Working Group at the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MIT, Government of India. He holds a PhD in the Electronics and Communication Engineering from Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, MNNIT, Allahabad, India. Thank you. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for the gracious introduction of our chief guest. We are indeed honored and delighted to have Dr. Nishu Gupta sir with us today. I kindly invite our esteemed chief guest to address the gathering.
Good morning, respected Principal Sir, Dean Ma'am, HOD Sir, and Dr. Prakash, all the faculty members of the dais, and my dear lovely students. A lot has already been introduced about me to you. I am visiting this campus for the first time. I haven't yet visited the campus fully, but what I want to share with the bottom of my heart is the vibes in the campus are very positive. So I have visited a lot of institutes in India and outside India, but while I was coming inside the campus and whatever I saw in just a quick glimpse while I was, reaching Principal Sir's office, the cleanliness, the greenery, the discipline, and the infrastructure, along with the temple that I saw, it all gave me a lot of goosebumps. So congratulations to the visionary management of this institute, the present and past administration of this institute, and all the pillars of this institute, that is the teachers, the staff members, and the students. So any institute or any organization is actually nothing without the students. So this is a good opportunity for all of us, including me, including you, to share our ideas, to interact, to learn from someone like me, who I graduated engineering in 2005, and this is 2025. So it has been 20 years. I have been traveling and interacting with a lot of students and faculty members. So this edition of the conference, that is the 6th edition of International Conference on Cognitive Computing and Cyber Physical Systems. We planned this conference during COVID time, 2019-2020. Then in 2022, I had to go to Norway, and Dr. Parikh is my good colleague. I requested him if he can take over this conference, because he by that time has already introduced me and shared a lot of good feelings that he had so far in this institute. He was very much confident that yes sir, we can take this conference at Vishnu Institute of Technology. It was 2022, the 3rd edition, and this is 2025, the 6th edition. And the institute never stopped. The cooperation that I have received from the management, from the administration, particularly from Dean R&D Madam, is highly appreciable. Thank you, ma'am, for your cooperation throughout this journey of 4 years. More and more I interact with the faculty members of this institute. I learn a lot of good things. So this is, after this introductory speech, I have a keynote speech with you, wherein I would like to make it more interactive for you all students, because coming here, speaking, students listening and going away, this generally happens everywhere. But what I want is, maybe for 15 to 20 minutes I am standing here, I want each one of you to very freely put your doubts, put your questions, to know about my journey. I am basically from Uttar Pradesh, and from there doing my graduation, post-graduation, PhD, working in a private organization, and then exploring how to go beyond Indian region, particularly to the European region, why to go there, how to go there. I am available to discuss all these things, apart from what currently I am doing at VTT Research Center. VTT Technical Research Center of Finland is proudly known as the 6th best workplace in the world. What does this mean? You will realize once you get an opportunity ever to work there. Finland, being the happiest country in the world, respects India a lot. This I have realized while being there. A lot of Indians are studying in the University of Oulu, University of Helsinki, University of Tampere, Aalto University. These universities hold the best rank in the world. When I say best, what best defines is top 500 universities in the world. Top 500. Just like we have some ranking system in India, where we define 100, 200, 300, 400 colleges best in India. Similarly, lot of Indian students are working there at UG level, at PG level, and at doctoral level. After doctoral level, they come for postdoctoral fellowships, and then they get absorbed somewhere or the other place, because Finland requires people like us, particularly from India. So you have a lot of good opportunities, provided you are interested, you know the correct pathway, how to reach there. With my guidance, with the experiences that I have gained, I am here to share all that with you. So with these words, I once again congratulate and thank the management, administration, and all the stakeholders, including the upcoming engineers and the faculty members who are preparing these engineers, for all the excellent homework you have done to make this conference a successive success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening and inspiring address. Your valuable insights and experiences have truly enriched the IC4S 2025 and will guide us motivate all the participants in their research and professional growth. Now, it's our honor to felicitate our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Nishu Gupta, sir, for gracing IC4S 2024-2025 with his presence and sharing his valuable insights. I request dignitaries on the dais to felicitate Dr. Nishu Gupta, sir, as a gesture of gratitude and respect. Thank you, sir, for accepting our token of appreciation. Your presence and guidance truly inspire us and add immense value to this conference. As we come to the conclusion of inaugural session of IC4S 2025, I now request Dr. S.M.A.K. Azaz, sir, Head of the Department of ECE, to kindly deliver concluding remarks and vote of thanks.
So, very good morning to everyone. So, it's my privilege to be a part of the prestigious conference, 6th EAI International Conference on Cognitive Computing and Cyber Physical Systems. And I would like to thank the management for giving all the facilities to conduct such a big conference. And I thank our principal sir, Dr. M. Venu sir, for his valuable insights on Industry 4, 5G, 6G, and the aims and challenges of the researchers on the present era. I thank our chief guest, Dr. Nishi Gupta sir, for traveling such a far distance and being a part of this conference and accepting as a chief guest to this conference. We are really very glad to be having you, sir. Thank you very much. I thank Dean R&D, Dr. Padmavati Madam, for her insights on this conference. I thank all the HODs and faculty members of the institute for being present for this conference. And I thank participants both offline and online for participating and submitting the papers to this conference. And I thank Dr. Prakash Parikh sir for coordinating such a big event for both offline and online. It's really a big task, and he's successful in coordination. Thank you, sir. And I thank all the technicians who are taking the challenges in order to telecast the entire conference online. Thank you very much. And also, finally, I would like to thank all the stakeholders who are involving in this directly or indirectly for making this inaugural function as a successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your gracious and heartfelt words. We sincerely appreciate your guidance, support, and encouragement, and vote of thanks beautifully concludes the inaugural session of IC4S 2025. I request Dr. Prakash Parikh, sir, to share further proceedings of IC4S 2025.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all the dignitaries on the dais to present their views. So after the inaugural session, we have keynote session from our chief guest, Dr. Nishu Gupta, sir. Then we have online sessions, presentations, and in the afternoon from Portugal, our general chair of the conference, Professor Manuel, will address the conference. So totally we have 6 paper presentation sessions and 2 keynote speaker session, 2 invited speaker session, and 1 online valedictory session also planned after the completion of the offline valedictory session. So all these sessions, I request all the online participants and our host participants to please participate with full-heartedly and take away their points that they improve their research. And also I request the student, whenever time is there, you participate or attend the online sessions and try to take some output or some knowledge from those speakers. So finally, we conclude the inaugural session. So thank you for being with us. Thank you. So 1 minute, please. Actually, about the statistics, just 1 minute it will take. Regarding this edition of the conference, as you know that I told you the conference outcome measure in the indexing of the papers. So all the students who are here, they are sitting. You might have seen so many conferences nowadays. So how measure the conference quality? Conference quality is measured in terms of indexing. So we have we need to submit a proposal of the conference, and with the effort of Dr. Nishu Gupta, we got the Scopus indexing, and all the committee members who are from the European countries. That's why we have collaboration with EAI, European Alliance for Innovation. Okay, so we have received 110 papers in this conference, and 28 papers accepted and registered. We have received papers from 7 countries. And you glad to know that the papers also registered from the countries like Vietnam, Portugal, and like these countries. We have full foreigner author papers also. So that is very proud moment for this conference. So that shows the footprint of the conference global wise, and we are growing. So let us hope that next edition also will have surge of more papers and more new researcher will come in the participation of the conference. Thank you. Thank you. So students, just wait for 1 minute. We are just arranging the keynote session, and the faculty who are not having the class can stay here. Those who are having the class can take the class. No issue.
students, if you want to come forward, because my speeches are not just speeches, they are more like interactive sessions. So I want your participation also, and I will try to keep it short. I promise I won't take a single minute beyond 11 o'clock. Is that fine? Or is it too much? Fine? Okay. So if you want, if you are comfortable, it's okay. Otherwise, if you want, you can come forward so that it will be easier to ask questions. My session is based on 5G and 6G communication systems. Before I begin and before I conclude, I would like to know from my dear students, rather my friends, what do you think gives rise to the next generation of mobile communication? What do you think? For example, we were into 4G until some times back. Now we are into 5G. Definitely next G is coming. Then after some year, next G will come. What do you think as a second year or third year student of engineering, irrespective of your branch? Here I don't know, maybe electronics students, EEE students, computer science students, you all are there. But it all, converges to engineering. What do you think gives rise to the next generation? If we have a portable mic, can anyone help reaching any student? Or any student, if you want to say while sitting at your place, please share. What do you think? Don't search on Google. Just think and tell me. What do you think is missing in 5G that you want in 6G? And I promise, if your idea is worthy, we will make sure it is there. Why? Because VTT is the most prominent lab who is working towards 6G technology, which is expected to be between us by 2030. It may take plus minus some more times, but by 2030 we are expecting 6G technology to roll out. So I want to know from you students, what do you think? What else you need when you hold a mobile phone? What do you think is missing? Or you find everything is just well settled? Well settled. You don't need anything else. Then please tell me. See, if I make it a monotonous, you will not enjoy. So I need your participation. Moving on with the slides is pretty easy for me, but getting some feedback from you is very important. That will make this interaction meaningful. At least one answer I need from any one of you. There is no point of hesitation. This is not a classroom going on. This is not an interview going on. This is just a very interactive session, because I want you to utilize my exposure, and if you gain even 10% from my speech, I will consider it successful. So along with the faculty members as well, please let me know what component you still find missing with whatever technology, 4th generation or 5th generation you are using. Any sector, any field. The quicker you ask, the faster I'll move. Otherwise, I won't move. Yes, please. Please be very comfortable. You can sit and ask. If you need a mic, you can take a mic and ask me.
So ultra high speed with low latency is the, I think, main motivation to.
Okay. Actually, you are talking about URLLC. Okay. Ultra high speed, low latency. I will talk about it in one of my slides. That is a very technical term related to 5G and beyond communication systems. Generally, three components are there: enhanced mobile broadband, URLLC, and massive machine type communication systems. Students of second year and third year should not feel that he is talking something going above our head. No. You just need to understand how the world is moving, entire world I'm talking about, in terms of mobile communication technology. So I have selected this particular topic, overview, because in 15 to 20 minutes we cannot in fact discuss everything. I can give you a very brief overview of 5G and beyond. Generally we don't use the term 6G, we call it 5G and beyond. Communication networks. Test and measurement perspective, because testing and measurement is going on at the moment across the world. Even many of the prominent Indian institutes are also involved in this testing process. Next slide. I have to move the slide, or how will it be done from the laptop? See, my friends, 1980, when even I was not born, then we had this 1G technology. 1G. You have to understand the, the ancestors, the hierarchy of mobile communication system. The phone that we are holding today in our hand, how have we reached this stage? And what is in future? That is the point of discussion for me. Anyone is free to interrupt me in between. I feel very happy when you stop me and ask anything that helps you. So please be very comfortable. You see through this slide how we have traveled from 1980 to 2025, 45 years of, this journey. 6G, as I shared with you, is expected to be rolled out in 2030 plus minus 1 years depending upon geopolitical situations, right? One thing that when I talk to someone who is not much into these technology things, I ask, what has changed for you from 3G to 4G, 4G to 5G, and what people say? Speed. Speed has changed. When I ask upcoming engineers like you, what do you think? Is that just the speed or anything else? So if a layman answers speed, I will accept. He is not into technology, he is not into providing solutions. Engineers are there to provide solutions, remember. So you are engineers, you will be engineers. What do you think, apart from speed, these generations of mobile communication are going to provide? This is very important. If you realize this question and think of answer to this question, consider yourself a good engineer. Apart from speed, what else? You think it is with you. Hold this phone and remember a phone that you were holding 4 years, 5 years back. You will get the answer. What is changing? Please be loud. Even if you are wrong, your marks won't be deducted. Please be loud. Anyone? Sorry? Very good. Applications. Applications. It's only and only applications that have changed from generations. Next slide, please. Next slide. Please see if this video is, go to the previous slide. This video is running, this link. There is a link. Yeah, this YouTube is this. If there is some connectivity issues, no problem. If it works, it will be very interactive. Okay, no problem. What I want to share with you, as you answered applications, in 2020, 5 years back, China performed one remote operation on a lady who was 4,000 kilometers far from the doctors who are operating on them. 4,000 kilometers far, think of it. And they removed a tumor from her stomach. I'm not talking about medical science. I'm not asking or encouraging you to become doctor from here. I'm talking about the application and the 5G communication technology. What does 5G communication provides? Reliability along with speed. Speed is not everything. What happens when you move from one place to another place while in train, or while you are moving, or while you are in a hilly area? Your network breaks. Who will ensure that your network never breaks? If a doctor is performing an operation on a critical patient and the network breaks, what will happen? The patient is gone, right? So you have to ensure that the signal, the connectivity is well intact throughout the process. This is called reliability. So in that video, I would have just shown you how this was possible. That's a YouTube video. If you search, you will get it. Next slide. These are some of the parameters, many of which will be of interest to you, many of which might not be at this stage of your career. But 4 years back, 5 years back, or think of a time when there was nothing like a word called app, which we call applications today. The short form is app. I'm sure many of you must have used a phone which is not Android based and which does not talks about any app. Was that a better time, or this is a better time? Where you can book your train tickets, you can recharge your mobile phones, you can watch a match, or almost everything is possible at this point of time. But again the question comes back. Now what else do you want? Or you are happy with whatever you have? From engineer point of view, think from that perspective. Keep testing your mind, what next? Many ideas will come to your mind. Many of them might not be suitable to be implemented, but think of the strength within your branch within second year. I don't know, suppose you are 200 people. 200 people get 2 ideas, so 400 ideas. Out of those 400 ideas, even if one idea matches all the suitability criteria, think of yourself. That is just like how you scale up things. 1 out of 400, just 1. So healthcare applications is the most important application where 5G, 6G or any generation of mobile communication, data communication is very much required. Apart from healthcare, when we talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning, almost all of you have come across these terms. But how you use it, where you use it, what do you get after using it? Realizing the outcomes will give you a better idea how to use it. All of you talk about machine learning. What is machine learning? What is artificial intelligence? How are these things making common lives easier, making the lifespan longer, making it more happier? Overall society, how is getting benefited from artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, or any branch of computer science and electronics and communication engineering? All of these things are related to each other. Even if computer science students are there, you know, without algorithms, without programming, we cannot move further. I'm speaking here, this microphone is receiving my voice, it is converting it into some other form of energy. It happens, it's a physical phenomena, but then at the end, who is doing the programming behind all these things? It's the computer engineers. So all branches of engineering are very well connected to each other, and we should not think it is not my cup of tea. It is everyone's cup of tea. It depends how you take it. Next. KPI means, I don't know if these slides are visible to the audience at the back, but even if it is not, I can help you with the most important things. Key performance indicators. For any student, What are the key performance indicators? Your marks. How any student will be judged. For a faculty member, your performance, your research publications, your involvement in academic and extracurricular activities, these are their performance indicators. Similarly, for mobile communication technologies, for 5G and 6G, we have a long list of key performance indicators. One of those parameters is only speed, just one of those parameters. The first one, if you see, data rate. How much data rate, peak data rate will be generated in 5G or 6G. However, there are many other key performance indicators. So engineers, when you get to work in any organization after you pass out, or even now, I wouldn't say you should work only when you are pass out. You can start working and exploring things straight away. Nobody has stopped you. Next, please. Sir, here comes your LLC, ultra reliable, low latency communication. Sir, try to understand the the underlying meaning of each of the terms. Ultra reliable, what I was talking about. Particularly, not only in healthcare sectors, many other sectors, ultra reliable. Reliable means trustworthy. You should trust your network that it will not break. But as of now, we cannot test. We cannot be as certain that the network will not break. You drive a car and on the move you are talking and sometimes the network breaks. You are inside a tunnel while passing through a road or a train and the network breaks. So you can never be assured that same connectivity will always be intact throughout your communication. So this 5G and beyond communication, which works on this principle of ultra reliability, ensures this thing. One thing is reliable, one is ultra reliable. Low latency. Latency is, as you might be knowing, delay. Reducing delay. But in electronics and communication systems, like in any other system, we have a lot of trade-offs. Compromises are there. If you try to reduce the delay, noise will increase. If you try to control the noise, power dissipation will increase. If you try to control all of these, cost will increase. And you have to optimize these parameters to their optimum level, because you cannot bring them to their practical ideal situations. You can just manipulate them, optimize them. It will never happen that everything is in their ideal conditions. So ultra reliability is one such component out of the three most important components for 5G communication systems, which ensures much more higher level of reliability than we have at present. Earlier when we were watching a live match, sometimes the signal used to get break and a circular ring like structure used to revolve. Now it has reduced. Now it has reduced. Earlier we were using 1 GB of data for a month. Today you are using 2 GB per day. Right? So think of the enormous data that is being generated and used every day. Ensuring with more and more number of mobile communications being connected, how to ensure ultra reliability, that is the challenge and the underlying concept of 5G and 6G. I'll take just 10 more minutes, my friends. Next slide. Some of the scenarios, I'm not going into deep of all these things, some of the scenarios that researchers and scientists are focusing for 2030 6G rollout time. What are the key scenarios? What are the key use cases where you have to work? This is where I started my interaction with you. What do you want for the next generation to have? These are some of the parameters, if not all, that discuss about what all things a common user would want in the next generations or in the next coming years, that we can't think of randomly, but when you do a lot of research, things will become easier for you to think of. Those who are interested in this field, or those of you who are preparing yourself, generating interest in research work, you will get along all these things. What are the different scenarios through which you can bring some revolutionary changes in the mobile communication systems? Next. This is the journey where we started and where we are right now. There are different bands in air, different bands, which can be very easily understood in terms of resources. For example, this room is having this much size. So these many chairs can be accommodated very easily. Think of a situation when each of these chairs is occupied and another 200 students come inside. Just think of that situation, you will get the answer. What will happen? All seats are occupied. Suppose here you have 200 seats, 200 people have occupied. So each seat can be thought of as a mobile station. Means this mobile station, each one is having. Another 200 people come inside. What will happen? Can you extend this room? No. Can you immediately add more chairs? Where will you add more chairs? If you add more rows, what will happen? It will give rise to congestion. Congestion means breaking of signals, because you will not get the enough space to move on. Right? So what we have limited is the bandwidth, the resources. We cannot increase the size of this room anywhere to accommodate more chairs. Then what will you do? Suppose I am the speaker and I have to address 1000 students, but I can address only 200 students at a moment. Then what will be the solution? After one session, next slot will come, right? After that second slot, third slot will come. So what you are doing, you are scheduling your resources, how to utilize them without disturbing the current setup, because you cannot disturb it at all. You cannot extend things. So we talk about all these things when we talk about the frequency ranges in which these communication systems work. The challenge in front of a communication engineer is to optimize the available resources, and resources in communication system is bandwidth. Bandwidth means the space. Next. Another slide in a better way to represent the comparison between the key performance parameters between 5G and 6G. So if you talk in terms of latency, you can see the difference. User plane latency in milliseconds is one in case of 5G communication. 1 millisecond latency is what we have at the moment. But in 6G communication, it is divided by 10. So 10 times faster means 10 times lesser delay will be there, which will ensure ultra reliability. So things are related, sir, right? Somewhat related to each other. Next slide, sir. These are some of the broad topics on which the current world is researching upon. I am gradually moving towards the end of my presentation, but I want to interact with you before I end. These are the broad areas of research entire world is working on, particularly where I am working at VTT Research Center. We are focusing on each of these topics, but each topic in itself is as vast as an ocean. So one researcher, one scientist cannot focus on all of these. Even one of these you cannot focus. Within one research item, you have 10, 12 different teams. That is how you converge, scale up and make one product or a solution to an existing problem. Why I am showing you these slides? Just to motivate you to have a glimpse of what all the best research labs in the world are working upon, so that you get an idea. If by now you are unable to generate, what else I want? Everything is there in my phone. I need to make a payment, I can do with my wallet or any, Google Pay, Paytm, anything. I don't need anything else. No. Whatever we have so far is just the tip of the iceberg. Think of a situation, particularly when I talk about healthcare applications, which in India with a population of 1.4 billion people, think of a situation, a person suffers a heart attack, and what happens, you take him to the nearby hospital, time is gone, then they say we cannot treat him, take it to a bigger hospital, you go there, and by that time a lot of time has wasted. In the coming days, there will be setups like this, homemade setups, they are already started. Homemade setups wherein if a person, depending upon the problem he is facing, you don't need to go to the doctor. Provided that you have one personal doctor in touch with you, like we have in all European countries, every individual is connected to one doctor. Irrespective of whether you are a citizen of that country or you are just a temporary resident. For example, like I am a temporary resident of Finland and I have one doctor connected to me. If something happens to me, only that doctor will entertain me. So think of a situation which may look very vague from now, but it is just at the, at our doorstep. You don't need to go to the hospital to save time, and at least we can try to save the life of the patient. Without going to the hospital, everything will be done remotely. So for those things, we need these technologies. Out of all these, many of them are interrelated and they converge to, provide a solution to one particular application. Next, please. These are all the bands that we are talking about at this stage. No need to learn what are 6G bands. Maybe when you are into final year and all, you will need more things. Another frequency range 3, FR3 is one band which is most prominent, in which 6G communication is going to take place. Generally, for your Viva questions and all, general knowledge terms, people ask, in which frequency band is 5G communication being operated? 4G, 3G. Similarly, 6G communication, these are the different bands. Still they are, the researchers and the scientists across the world, they are still into a discussion to finalize which all bands will be used for 6G communication systems. Next. Geostationary Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit and low Earth orbit. These are three different orbits, where the satellites orbit across the Earth. Now, a new term has come, NTN, non-terrestrial networks. New radio non-terrestrial networks, where your base stations will not be based on the Earth's surface. A time is very near where you will not use SIM cards in your phone to talk to each other. Why? To ensure safety and security and very fast mode of communication, very fast. If you say, sir, even today the connection is very fast, forget about it. Down the line, 5 years, a time will come, already we are having eSIM with us. And the time will come where there will be no base stations, no SIM cards, directly you are connecting your phone to the other person. Now when you are calling, your signal is first going to the base station. You see all the towers that are there. Later all these towers will be waste. Later means just within 5 years. Next. Yeah, we can move on. Security aspect. My last slide. Next, please. I want to discuss this thing. The world requires maximum number of engineers in the field of cyber security. Today, you know what are cyber attacks. You know what is this digital arrest. What all financial frauds are being done in our day-to-day life and society. People who do this are well educated, they are, high level of engineers having very scientific knowledge. So we need people to counteract those people. That is why I have shown you this slide. Devices may not have a SIM card. Very sophisticated encryption. Encryption, I hope many of you understand. Changing the language so that you don't Alpha, Charlie, Tango and like that. You don't understand, the third person doesn't understand what the two people are talking about. So that is called encryption. So the world, particularly US and European countries, they need a lot of cyber security experts in the coming times. Even today, the world is falling short of cyber security experts. So think of that as a promising field if it interests you. Next. Thought and solutions on the way to the next generation of mobile communication. Just a glimpse of few of the solutions. You see, AI and ML has already entered our lives. Who amongst us is not using AI? At least I use a lot of AI. I use a lot of ChatGPT because it solves your problem much faster than what we used to do on Google. So Google Gemini is Google's product. ChatGPT is another company's product. Like these different companies who used to have their search engines in terms of Google, Yahoo, or Microsoft. Now they have all transformed their search engines to AI based, which reads what actually you want, and it makes it very much faster. But then the curse and boon are both the faces of any technology. How we engineers use them is what is within us. How ethical we are with any technology is up to us. So there are some of the topics: extended reality, augmented reality, virtual reality. Another very, very strong topic where the entire world is moving. You might have heard the term metaverse. Or you might have gone to any mall and you put a glasses and you see the virtual reality. I hope many of you understand what I'm trying to say. Right? So those things, how do we do those things? How to bring real things in fiction and vice versa. How to make fictitious things real. That is what they do. You are jumping from a high hill mountain. Generally it doesn't happen. But you see that happening through that virtual reality. So these are the promising topics that the upcoming engineers should focus upon. To summarize this, a lot of research is going on in collaboration with the industry, institutes and research labs across the world, in India as well. The aware students need to explore more and more on these topics, provided they are of your interest, and then you can develop a network, you can develop, within your institute. I have seen, while coming, I have seen one state-of-the-art research lab I saw in the, I think AI lab or something was there. Maybe if I get time, I would like to visit that again, right? So these are some of the topics, and along with the summary that you need to know. Nothing more than that is required at this stage of time. Next. Here is me, always available for you to discuss, interact. Generally what happens, a lot of students after such interactive session, they connect me on LinkedIn. But they just connect and then don't do anything. So if you connect with an intent to enhance your knowledge, to discuss something promising, to utilize my network. Particularly you will see in my network all European people who interest you. So if you intend to connect, please have a purpose so that it makes a meaningful episode particularly to you all. That will be my takeaway if you gain something from this interactive session. With these words, thank you. Sorry for taking 5 minutes extra, but I hope that is okay. Any questions from any of the audiences? Please feel very, very free to ask if you have anything, not only related to what I have delivered in form of a speech, but what you think I'm capable of to answer for you from this platform. Because we don't meet that often. I'm working with Dr. Prakash for past 7-8 years, but I'm meeting him after 4-5 years, maybe more than that. So please ask any questions that you want. Anyone? Generally the students feel hesitant while asking questions. So I am trying to make you feel comfortable. You please be seated at your place and you can ask. Like we had one question that has complete relevance to what we are discussing. Anything else you would like to ask? If you have vision of going for masters or in research or further studies in European or US based countries, think of involving yourself into research, because for the selection one of the most important criteria is what are your research publications. Okay, so thank you one and all for your time, your patience and the beautiful hospitality. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nishu Gupta, for very enlightening speech. And so, dear students, he talked about 6G, the evolution past decades in the communication, what are the difference between 6G and 5G, and also he talked about the emerging areas like cyber security, and he also talked about that what are the opportunity available for the students. So, he is available in our department, ECE department, for 3 days. Any type of question if you want to ask, any doubt you are having, please don't hesitate. You either contact him directly if you see him, otherwise you contact me for any type of question, particularly how to undergo like internship and research career outside India, not only in Europe, anywhere you want to go, or what is your doubts about any type of research. So with these words, I like to end the keynote session 1. So I like to request the participants of the conference. So be ready for the paper presentations. We have online paper presentation scheduled from 11:15. So thank you all the students for being here. Thank you. Have a good day.